I've been playing the organ since the 1940s, which is some 60 years ago probably. The church I attended, I was raised in the church. All my life I've been raised in church. And the old Trinity Christian Church in Oak Cliff, which no longer exists, had a big fund drive to get a new organ. The church had never had an organ, only a piano. So came the day the organ arrived, and I bet my dad, I said, I can play that organ. And he said, well, I bet you can't play it. Well, we went up there after church and I played it. And from that point on, since, the people in the church heard me play, myself and one of the girls my age, we all went to school together. She played the piano. So we became the featured organist and pianist on Sunday nights. And that's how my organ career started. I do not read a note of music. In late '59, I started traveling with the the old tent revivals. And I did that till 1961, at which time I took a position in Sacramento, California at Evangel Temple as organist out there. And I was out there off and on for 10 years. I came back to Texas. Well, I came back here and went back to the church I used to go to, and I wound up being the organist there for almost 14 years. And from there, I kind of retired from playing in church because the style of church has changed. They all got rid of their organs, and so really there was no more opportunity for me to play. Let me back up as to when I came to Texas. I had been gone for all those years, over 10 years, and my dad had tried and hoped that I would come back home. And my heart just wasn't in it. All I wanted to do was play the organ in church. And when I lost the job in Sacramento, when the new pastor came in, and I came back to Texas in 1971, I was so glad that I did, because my dad only lived 2 years after I came back. And I think I would have regretted it the rest of my life if I had not been here when he died. So the Lord works out in ways we don't understand. I had no intentions of coming back to Texas. I was happy in California. I loved it out there. But I didn't have a job out there, which forced me to come back. And from there, since I left that church, I came down to First Baptist here now. And in one of the Sunday school classes, I opened my big mouth and said I had done television productions for the church and the Gospel Lighthouse out in Oak Cliff. And that got me into television here. And I've been in it ever since. I've been in the TV here for between 25 and 30 years now. It's a Technique spinet organ. When I was living in Wedgwood Towers, I lived on the 10th floor, and the lady down the hall from me went to a nursing home, and her family wanted to get rid of it, so they sold it to me for $400. And I've still got it, and I don't play it a lot because I don't want to disturb the neighbors, but I do get on it ever so often. And of course, the difference in it is a pipe organ is day and night. And that's been the basic history of my organ career.